What a night of football we witnessed at the FIFA World Cup 2026. A match filled with intensity, passion, and unforgettable moments as Egypt and New Zealand went head-to-head in a contest that had everything fans could ask for. Expectations were high before kickoff, but few could have predicted the drama that would unfold. Egypt were looking to prove they belonged among the tournament's elite, while New Zealand arrived determined to pull off a major upset on football's biggest stage. By the final whistle, only one team would emerge victorious, but both sides delivered a spectacle worthy of the World Cup. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric from the very beginning. Thousands of supporters filled the stands, waving flags, singing anthems, and creating a deafening roar as the players stepped onto the pitch. Every tackle, every pass, and every attack carried enormous significance. This was more than just a group stage encounter. It was an opportunity to make a statement to the entire football world. Egypt started the match with confidence and purpose. Their movement was sharp, their passing was crisp, and they immediately looked eager to take control. New Zealand, however, showed great discipline in the opening minutes. They stayed compact defensively and looked dangerous whenever they had the chance to break forward. The early exchanges set the tone for a fascinating battle. The first real opportunity arrived when Egypt launched a quick attacking move through the middle. A clever combination opened up space near the edge of the box, and the resulting effort forced a strong save from the New Zealand goalkeeper. It was an early warning sign. Egypt were growing into the game and beginning to find gaps in the opposition defense. New Zealand responded brilliantly. A fast counterattack caught Egypt momentarily out of position, and suddenly there was space behind the backline. The crowd held its breath as the chance developed, but the final shot drifted narrowly wide of the post. It was a reminder that New Zealand were not here simply to defend. They were ready to fight for every opportunity. As the first half progressed, Egypt continued to increase the pressure. Their midfield controlled possession, dictating the tempo and forcing New Zealand deeper into their own half. The breakthrough finally arrived after a sustained spell of attacking football. A perfectly weighted pass split the defense, creating a moment of uncertainty. Egypt reacted first, and a composed finish found the back of the net. The stadium erupted as Egypt celebrated a crucial opening goal. It was a reward for their ambition and determination. With the score now 1-0, the match became even more exciting. New Zealand refused to panic and immediately searched for a response. Their determination was evident as they pushed higher up the pitch. Several dangerous crosses caused problems inside the Egyptian penalty area, and the pressure was beginning to build. Then came a dramatic moment that changed the momentum of the half. New Zealand produced a superb attacking move down the flank, delivering a dangerous ball into the box. The finish was clinical, and suddenly the score was level at 1-1. The New Zealand supporters exploded with joy as their team found a way back into the contest. Just moments earlier Egypt appeared in control, but now everything was wide open once again. The equalizer injected fresh energy into the match. Both teams sensed an opportunity. Challenges became harder, attacks became quicker, and every possession felt important. Egypt looked determined to regain their advantage before halftime, while New Zealand grew in confidence with every passing minute. As the clock approached the break, Egypt delivered another moment of quality. A flowing team move showcased their technical ability and attacking intelligence. Quick passes stretched the defense before a precise finish restored Egypt's lead. The timing could not have been better. Just before halftime, Egypt struck a massive blow to New Zealand's hopes and headed into the dressing room leading 2-1. The second half began at a relentless pace. New Zealand knew they needed a response and came out with renewed urgency. They pressed aggressively and attempted to disrupt Egypt's rhythm. For a period, the match became a tense tactical battle. Egypt focused on controlling possession and managing the tempo, while New Zealand searched desperately for an opening. Minutes passed, and the pressure intensified. Every attack carried enormous significance. Egypt remained dangerous whenever they moved forward, and their attackers continued to test the New Zealand defense. At the other end, New Zealand fought courageously, refusing to give up despite trailing by a single goal. Then came the turning point of the match. With New Zealand committing more players forward, spaces began to appear. Egypt recognized the opportunity and executed a devastating counterattack. The move started deep inside their own half before quickly transitioning into attack. The speed, precision, and decision-making were outstanding. The final pass arrived perfectly, and the finish was unstoppable. The ball flew into the net, and Egypt extended their lead to 3-1. The reaction inside the stadium was incredible. Egyptian supporters celebrated wildly, sensing that victory was now within reach. The players embraced one another, fully aware of the importance of the goal. It was not just another strike. It was the moment that shifted the match decisively in Egypt's favor. From that point onward, Egypt displayed maturity and composure. Their midfield worked tirelessly, breaking up attacks and maintaining control. Defensively, they remained organized and disciplined. Every New Zealand attempt was met with determination and resilience. Credit must go to New Zealand for their fighting spirit. Even 2 goals behind, they continued to attack and search for a way back into the game. Their commitment never faded, and they pushed until the very end. Several promising opportunities created excitement among their supporters, but Egypt's defense stood firm under pressure. As the final minutes ticked away, Egypt looked increasingly comfortable. The players managed the game intelligently, limiting risks while still threatening on the counterattack. The crowd could sense the result was approaching, and anticipation filled the air. Finally, the referee blew the final whistle. Egypt emerged victorious with an impressive 3-1 win over New Zealand in a match that showcased everything great about World Cup football. There was quality, drama, determination, and moments of brilliance from start to finish. Egypt's attacking play proved decisive, while their ability to respond to adversity demonstrated the mentality required to succeed on the biggest stage. The standout performers delivered when it mattered most. Egypt's attackers consistently created danger, the midfield controlled key phases of the match, and the defense held strong whenever New Zealand threatened. It was a complete team performance and a result that could have major implications as the tournament progresses. For New Zealand, there will undoubtedly be disappointment, but also valuable lessons to take forward. Their equalizer showed their attacking potential, and their commitment throughout the match earned respect. They may not have secured the result they wanted, but their effort and determination never disappeared. For Egypt, this victory sends a powerful message to the rest of the competition. They have shown they possess quality, belief, and the ability to perform under pressure. Confidence will be growing, and their supporters will be dreaming of what might come next. The FIFA World Cup 2026 continues to deliver unforgettable stories, and tonight was another chapter filled with excitement and emotion. Egypt celebrate a memorable 3-1 triumph, New Zealand leave with heads held high after a courageous battle, and football fans around the world are left eagerly awaiting the next incredible showdown on the road to World Cup glory.